Hello my friends, I'm Jihondo, and welcome back to our Let's Play of OpenTTD Season 4, the Express Only Challenge. In the last episode, we just got into the 20th century, into the early 1900s. That got us a couple new vehicles, and I did take a look ahead. The next new vehicles aren't available until 1915, unless I happen to miss one somewhere. So we've got a little ways to go yet, but we're doing pretty well with what we've got, so let's get rolling. Over here at the mine, things are going very, very well. We're keeping 80% transported even at 342 a month, which is awesome. And we connected a little city, here, Whitbrook over here, which is doing fine as well, which is awesome. So I think I might actually go ahead and connect a couple more little cities. Possibly these two here, because they are very close to an existing stop, so it really isn't that far. So I think we'll go ahead and connect these two. And then I might later on, it's a little bit far, but Stanport is a pretty hefty city, so it might be worth connecting Braiding Way, and then from there it'd be easy. But we'll see. I'm going to start with these ones over here first. That's not the button I wanted. That's the button I wanted, thank you. So let's get some road connections first. Looks like there's an errant sawmill completely in the path I was going to take. That's not so cool. Okay, I guess I'll use this road instead. There we go, there's our nice turnaround point. Bus and truck. There we go. And an depot. I was about to say an annex because I got that stuck in my head. Well done, me. Anywhere here doesn't really matter. That'll do. Alright, and you will be for passengers. And, which one were we using? I think we're still using the passenger carriage, right? Yeah, none of them can touch the speed or capacity, so yes, we're still using that. So you are Slanhaven to Sedberg, passenger. And your route shall therefore be from the end. I was about to say annex again. From the depot to Sedberg to Slanhaven. And this is a pretty short trip, so I don't think it needs multiple trips to the depot. What I do need to check, though, is to make sure that this station actually can support road vehicles. I think it's just a tram stop right now. Let's have a quick look and see. That, and I don't have a really good connection to this side of the road either. So let's fix both of those problems at the same time by doing something like this. Okay, let's do something like this then. Why is there always one single little house no matter which place I'm going to? Thank you. Get rid of those. Those are unnecessary. Okay. I think then I'll just put the stops on this side. That'll be fine. They should still be close enough to annex to use it. Yes, they are. That will work just fine. Okay. It is possible I'd already put a road vehicle one, not just a tram station here, but I can't tell, and I'd rather not fight with it. So they'll be coming in here, and they need a spot to turn around though, so I think I want to also add a little... It's not pretty, but that will work. They can come in and then turn around here. Actually, forget that. Changed my mind again. I do that from time to time, or, you know, often. There, they'll come in here, loop around, and just right back onto their street, so that should be fine. Okay. Finally okay with that. Anyway, let's get a mail one going here. And I'm pretty sure we're still using the mail carriage for that as well. Haven, Zedberg, mail. Okay, and your route will be just the same as the other guys. From here, here, and here. Okay, perfection. Okay, good. They're now marked as shared. Let's have, let's say 5 of those, and maybe just 2 mail for now, because this stop doesn't have a lot of mail. So we'll just say 2 of those for now, and that'll be good. And that should be good for now. Because I can't imagine that this little city's going to be... it'll be fine for passengers, but for mail it's not going to be doing much. I also didn't really put this in the best part of the city. I should have put it further down this way, but oh well. That's okay. Looks like you've decided to go the long way around, which is bizarre yet interesting. But okay. Mine is not to reason why, only to accept. So they should pop up here, and they should come around this way to turn around. And some of them will even go that way to come in from this side, but that's fine too. Okay, so yeah, this certainly seems like it's working. Let's see if it actually starts making any money. That would be good. Let's see what 10 passengers are worth on a trip that short. Okay. Certainly isn't going to be a humongous profit, but it is at least profitable. And it would have been lower, of course, because it wouldn't have taken any passengers the first time, because this station had just become activated. So we'll get a better idea once this pops into here. But I think it should be a small profit. And that would be good. That's fine, don't care. Yeah, okay, so it's profitable. It's certainly not big bucks, but that's fine. But the other advantage of having set this up for this route is we can use the exact same one for here. I just take this road out a bit, and that will work just fine. It's a bit longer a trip, but I'm sure they could manage it. And I think we just come back this way. And that gives them plenty of spots to turn around. Okay, that works. Looks like I'm going to have full coverage of the city no matter where I put this. So I think I'll put the bus stop here, excuse me, and the mail stop here. That kind of cheats a little bit for the coverage, but that'll do. That will be fine. And a depot out here somewhere around that intersection, that'll do. Beautiful. Okay. Looking good. So we are using the 6-horse. Parting say, okay. So Slonhaven, no, not Slond, not Slonva. What, Slonhaven? Wow, it's going to be a rough day, I can tell already. And your trip will be from here to here, back through here, and over to here, because it's a bit long, so I'm going to let them have both of those maintenance stops, just in case. And we also want a mail. Same idea. So Sloanhaven. Parting, say, mail. Okay, and your route will be the same idea. We're going to go from depot, parting, say, depot, and annex. Beautiful. Okay. And again, I think we'll do 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 for now. Beautiful. That is so much easier than setting all the shared orders manually. I'm so glad I noticed that little button. I'm so glad I'm getting tail slapped by my cat, too. That's helpful. I don't know what you guys are doing here, but let's fix that for you. There you go. Doing my civic duty or something. So we'll need to let these go back and forth a little bit before we can tell how they're doing. Right now they're going to be showing the loss because there was nothing on this side yet. But they can pick up from this side. Okay, they're both full now and on their way back. Sounds good. Suppose I could make the depot stop optional, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Or I should have maybe put it a little closer to the middle, but either way. Alright, so that was quite profitable, and almost was full coming back. And same with this one, except it actually is full. So it looks like this trip will also be worthwhile, which is nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, definitely just fine. And definitely fine. Cool, okay. So that makes this stop a whole lot busier, but totally worth it. So this will probably grow out a little bit, but that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. These ones will obviously grow a little bit on their own. And that should be fine. Do I want to buy out Jolin? Probably not. Now let's see, I would inherit $1 million worth of debt and a couple of stations that are of absolutely no use to me. I'm going to go ahead and say no. Thank you anyway. So I do expect to see those disappear shortly and then probably get rebuilt when it regenerates that computer opponent. Well, that's fine too. Let's go check on the mine. Wow, we're up to 400 transport. Wow. Generates so much that even with vehicles waiting, it actually queues some up. That's crazy. That's a lot of coal. Absolutely crazy. Wow. Which means they're making pretty good money too. Very nice. Very, very nice. Well, it would be kind of neat. I know it's not really relevant, but if this thing would actually show how much power it's actually able to generate based on how much coal it's getting, it'd be neat. I don't know. It's not really helpful, of course, but little things like that amuse me greatly. How's Whitbrook doing? Well, they've already broke 1,000 people. And they still love me, which is the important part. Not entirely sure what you guys are doing here, but okay. I will take your word for it, sir. We've completely absorbed this coal mine. Interesting. I can see it going away fairly soon because we're not using it, and the city's trying to grow actively. Yeah, I could probably get away with a few tram stops here, but that's alright. I think we'll just keep my one major tram network here, and everything else will be by buses or later trains and planes, but for now I think we're doing fine just with the tram network I've got. Well, again, we could certainly get away with more. Yeah, I knew I'd recognize that name. I have no interest in using it, but I knew I saw a name I recognized, so I had to go and check it. That's just the silly kind of fellow that I am. Yeah, that is absolutely mind-blowing. I certainly don't need more vehicles, though. Like, we always have a backlog waiting, so there's enough vehicles to handle the route. Really all we would need is just to wait until we get a new type of vehicle that can support a larger carrying capacity, or is faster just so it can make the route quicker. One or the other. But like I said, I didn't see any new vehicles until 1915, and I don't remember if coal was one of them or if it was just passengers or mail. I really should pay more attention. Or write it down or something, because clearly my memory sucks. But anyway. C'est la vie. Let's have a look. How are the primaries doing here? We're caught up pretty well on mail, and passengers are still quite heavy. This station's still extremely backlogged. But as long as the actual cities still love me, then I guess we'll call it even. Ah, sure they do. No problem. So we're all good here. As long as they love me, it's all good. I'm doing spectacularly here. Even with vehicle upgrades, still doing spectacular. How's the opponent doing? The one's disappeared, of course. The other one is... Oh yeah, this one only wants to use trains, so... It's not going to be doing anything anytime soon. On the upside, at least temporarily, with that computer player gone, all the vehicles here are no longer going to get stuck behind very slow buses. At some point, that computer will restart and almost certainly build in Sloanhaven again, because it seems to like Sloanhaven, just like I do. Who knows? But that's fine too. Let's see how we are doing for score. Hey, I'm up to 75. That's awesome. Next we had Chief Executive. That should be a good-looking headquarters then. Yes, it is. Look at that. That's definitely upgraded from last time. So we just had this one building here and then a little garden over here. Now we have two little gardens. Nowhere near enough parking for a building that size. Good, good. Maybe there's underground parking, who knows. Otherwise, only 5 people can work here. Everyone else has to walk. Or swim. It does remind me of what I did. Was it Season 2 or Season 3? I don't remember. One of them I had, I basically made a little island just in the middle of a little sea. And then just put the headquarters there, so everyone had to swim to it, because originally there was no roads or ferries or anything. And the idea of, all the high-powered executives in their fancy suits swimming to work. Somehow amused me. But anyway. Kinda silly. Let's check on those 2 new places. Looks like we could use a few more passengers ones maybe. But we're definitely okay for mail. You've had time to like me a little bit, that's good. How's the other one doing? Oh, this one's got too many. Stuff is leaving nowhere near full. So we have too many vehicles there. And they don't like me very much yet. That's not cool. Even though I'm taking everything they've got, they're still not happy. Weird. Very, very weird. Maybe they just haven't had enough time to reflect here yet, because this does take a while to update. So that could be all that's wrong. But at this point, I'm taking everything they've got, so they shouldn't be too upset with me. And if those few passengers are upset at the wait, they should go over to Slonehaven and wait there with the other 2,000 people. But anyway, I think they'll be fine. We shall leave them as such. They love me. Despite humongous backlogs. Staggering levels of backlog. Okay, so you're going to 2 different cities. So you've got the one going down to here, then the other one going to here. So that route definitely needs more of both. That one's not too bad, but we definitely need a lot more of each of these. That is for sure. That is absolutely certain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask both of these gentlemen to pop into depot so I can clone them. Yes, that temporarily takes them off their route, but I think it will be worth it overall. For 10 more passenger and 5 more mail, and we'll see how that does. So 4 and 5. And if I can click on that, I can do that much easier and get them all back on their way. So that should help quite a bit with all the backlog here. It's such a crazy busy station, but we're clearing through it. Slowly but surely, we'll clear through it. It's hard to believe that they actually do like me, considering these aren't that good, but who knows? I guess they recognize the fact that they wouldn't really be a city this size if it wasn't for me, because when I first connected to them, they were much, much, much smaller. So, that's probably the main reason they actually do like me, and I'm totally fine with that. Come on up here, Smokey. Come on up, Bubs. Come on. Come on. Go ahead, jump up. Come on. I don't know why you stick your head in there that you want up and then you don't jump up. I don't get that. Come on. Come on. Yeah, yeah. You can do it. Everyone's waiting. Come on. Well, do you want up or don't you? Well, what's it gonna be, sir? Come on. There you go. That only took way too long. Please don't sit on the keyboard, though. Thank you. Alright, so these have improved a little bit. They're still nowhere near where I think they should be, but they have at least improved somewhat, so we'll call that good. We will call that good. Well, there we go. Shielding is back, and as expected, has gone into Slonhaven again, and this time on to Slenningville as well, which is interesting. Has not bought the vehicles yet. That's fine. We'll come and check on them a bit later. Mine's holding steady at 405, which is probably as high as it's going to get. I mean, it may go up or down a little tiny bit here and there, but that's probably about as good as it's going to get with this class of vehicle here. Unless I do try and add yet another line to this, which seems a little crazy to me, but anyway. Yes. Say hello to the folks. Say hi to the camera. No, you don't want to do that? Okay. That's fine too, buddy. That's fine too. Actually has bought vehicles now. And they're actually accomplishing. Well done. But not there. Must have added another one somewhere else. Because these ones are not being used. But somewhere you've created. Oh, down here maybe, in Winchester. Yes, that's where you are. And you are using... Okay, that steam bus, which is actually not that bad. Now, the speed's a bit lower than the horses still, but it's not bad. And the capacity's pretty close, so these aren't terrible vehicles. But more importantly, you're in an area I'm not really bothering with too much. I do have stations here, but they're doing fine on their own. So there's plenty enough people to go around here. Well, that's good. Maybe you'll actually be something approaching competition. That would be nice. Not quite making enough money yet, but we'll give you some more time to see. We'll just have to give them some more time to see. You sleepy, kitty? You look barely awake, sir. Don't chew my buttons. Thank you. Seriously, you woke up just to do that? Really? Really? Okay. Oops, we have a... Oh, that's one of those newer ones. That's fine. Yeah, I think we may have a little bit too many vehicles here. At least until the city grows a bit. Right now it's growing just really, really slowly. Might actually be worth feeding them a little bit of help to get going. I just have to hope they build more on this side than on this side. But since I added extra roads here, it's slightly more probable. But still random. Looks like they're doing some here, and that's fine. The ones over here will be helpful, the ones down here not so much, but that's alright. And I've noticed the mail disappearing even though I didn't have a vehicle here, which means that they think they're waiting too long. Which is not so good. And this is why I wanted better vehicles. Even though that's not really that long a trip. It clearly is a little bit too long for them. Which is not so nice. Not so nice. Didn't really grow all that much, did it? In fact, the amount of mail has actually gone down. So glad I bothered giving you guys money. And you've made things worse here. Oh well, that's okay. As long as they stay generally happy with me, I don't mind. This thing is on this one. Again, we don't really have enough mail. Oh yeah, definitely don't have enough mail. But the passenger side is very good. Alright, well I guess we'll just leave them for now, that's fine. And we won't worry about it so much. Oh, we don't even have enough mail on this side going back. No wonder the mail vehicles are not doing well. Throw some of your mail, guys. Anyway. That's okay. I think we're doing just fine at this point. Really just waiting to get a better view. I'm looking for trains is what I'm really waiting on. But even just, vehicle upgrades of what we've got would be sufficient for my purposes. I really don't know why you build this mail route and then don't build any actual mail trucks to use it. That doesn't make a lot of sense. There certainly are mail buses there's no reason you can't do that. Very strange. Very strange. Okay, so it looks like it's still not doing well enough. So maybe it's not competition yet after all. This has dropped. Both of them have dropped. Wonder what happened there. That we dropped from 81 to 77 and dropped 40 capacity. That's very weird. Very, very strange. Maybe there was some traffic hiccup or something. I don't know. I do not know. Strange, strange, strange. If anyone has an idea of a better way to do this, please let me know in the comments. this is the best I was able to come up with, and it certainly isn't bad, but there probably are better ways of doing it. I just can't think of any. And also, if you have an opinion on whether I should rip this up and replace it with trains once they become available, or just leave them on trucks, feel free to leave a comment to that effect as well. Your input is appreciated. I'd ask the cat, but he's more interested in attacking my button than listening to me, so... yeah, we just don't have enough mail over there yet. Please, sir. Please. I've asked you nicely several times now. Leave it alone. Thank you. Or I distract you with a chin rub. What do you think? Will that work? Well, it might just work. Oh, it's working. It's working. Always love your chin rub, don't you? Yes. Please, sir, not chew the button. Thank you. I know it's fascinating, it looks like something worth attacking, but it really isn't. All these broken roads. What are you people doing? Confusing my vehicles is what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Silly people. Silly, silly, silly people. Okay, buddy. Thank you. We've conquered this many times now, have we not? I thought I was fairly clear in this. Sir? Do I seriously have to sit here like this, so you won't attack it? Seriously? That's not cool, buddy. That's not cool. I guess I should check, just in case I did miss. I don't think I did, but let's check if there are new vehicles that I just missed. I don't think there are, but let us have a quick check. Alright, so that's the one I'm using now, and yes, these ones are slower, but they do have more capacity. But I don't want to pay extra for something slower, just for a small upgrade in capacity. So I think I'll say no to that one. That's the one the computer is using. It's not quite sufficient. Okay, sir, please. Thank you. This one, definitely not. I could get a bit faster with massively less capacity, which seems like a weird thing to do. So, nope. Well, that's not a terrible change. I think I'd rather have the extra capacity than just that tiny speed upgrade, but still, that one at least is worth thinking about. And these ones not so much. Okay, so yes, there's definitely nothing new at this point. We will continue to wait, and in the meantime, rake in the big bucks, because that's how we roll. Oh, I actually took a loss. Probably because I spent that money trying to help that city grow. Plus a bunch of vehicle upgrades. Oh, hello, Kitty. Hello, sir. You'd like to interrupt, yes? Yes. The cat's asleep, so I don't have to worry about him. Everything is fine on the cat front. Everything's doing well so far. Except the computer. He's not doing well. Well, if it didn't have to pay property or loan, then technically it'd be very profitable, but that's just not the case. Don't look at the books after January 29th. Up till then, we're doing great. This Farnwell's not too far either. That's another one I could create at some point. Oh wow, it's dropped even more. I get the sense they're getting quite unhappy with me. For some reason that's dropping a lot. I really don't know why. Are we having like breakdowns or something? Well, the reliability's still pretty good. I mean, it certainly isn't maxed out, but it should still be okay. And I don't think that should be enough to have crushed the capacity here. I could be wrong, of course, but... I don't know. I just do not know. I don't know. Okay, finally they understand the majesty that is my company. Again, absolutely no mail available. Enough passengers, but just nothing on the mail side. That's just not cool. Well, we'll leave it for now, but we will, of course, be getting a lot of messages about vehicles not being very profitable until that has time to grow. We'll just leave it for now, I guess. Sure what you guys are doing or why you won't complete your roads, but okay. It's a good thing you have a very civic-minded corporate in your town. Like here, for example, why wouldn't you have connected the rest of that bridge? What, or this? What are you guys doing? They have no idea what they're doing. I think the engineers are drunk. Silly sots. Just silliness. this cat's awake now too. Hello, devil. Welcome back to Awakeland. Well, Parting Say at least is able to hold a little bit of mail. Little bit. Not much, but at least a little bit. It seems to be much better in terms of passengers as well. So I'm going to send him in and build us a couple more of just the passenger side. Let's say 3. I'll do 5 more. That might be more than we really need, but we'll go with that. But definitely no more male ones at this point. I guess Smokey has decided he's done with me for now. So be it. So be it. Okay, so that will be a little bit better. There's still a huge backlog, but it will improve somewhat. This side just really doesn't seem to want to grow too much. And when it does, it looks like it's trying to grow more this way than over here, even though I put in all these roads for them. That's not cool, guys. Not cool at all. Not cool. That's back to 300, so that's a little bit better. And we're into 1910, so we're not far from the next vehicle set. Like I say, I'm pretty sure they're in 1915. We probably will not be getting there this episode, but we will get a little bit closer to it. Which is very nice. Oh, I've dipped a little bit, I guess, because of this. That's a shame. That's a shame. This little city's grown quite a bit as well. This was another one that was really tiny when I first connected it. Both of these were, actually. They've grown quite nicely. In fact, I think we might just give ourselves an alternate turnaround point here. They may not actually use, but they might. For the one in between. Just because we can. That's quite the long trip. And it looks like we could definitely use more vehicles there, too. So where? So what we'll do is the same idea, where I just send them in temporarily. And we will give ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. And that should help quite a bit. Parting Say now accepts goods. You don't say. Actually, I don't care if you say that or not. I'm not doing goods, but anyway. Still doing pretty well here, even with all those new vehicles, which is groovy. Very, very nice. After the station, actually. Thank you. That's alright. That's all good. All good times. How has this one ever grown? And they absolutely love me, even though I'm really only servicing, you know, a very tiny portion of the city. Looks like they're about to take over that iron mine. They grow much more this way. Yeah, see, seems like it wants to stick at 300. So unless I can find some way to improve throughput here, that's probably about as high as it's going to get. So it would appear. That is definitely what it would appear. I just can't think of any way to improve throughput, like I say, other than maybe adding even more of these little alternate driveways here, but it gets to a point where even that doesn't really help because they get stuck waiting to go into one of them and then they can't go to the other ones. Like here, for example, these ones can't continue until these ones are clear. Take the trees off. Might be slightly easier to see, but this is still going to be a pinch point no matter what. No matter how many, I could add 10 more of them, and it would still be a pinch point at the first one. I don't know how to get around that. Which is definitely a shame. Well, it looks like we're just about done 1910, so I think we'll just let the clock run into 1911, and then we'll call that an episode. So let the autosave finish. There we go. Perfect. So like I said, now we're into 1911. That seems like a pretty good spot to put a cut in for this episode, so I'd like to thank everyone for watching today, and until next time, folks, stay calm, and I hope you'll come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.